had an issue with the computer. I upgraded it to Windows 10 and it destroyed my internet connection. I tried to roll it back and it failed, and so I've had to rebuild everything from scratch. Finally got around to getting it all sorted in. Going to be playing Battle Pirates, going to be doing some of the Taken mission. First, just want to give a shout out to Price is Wrong. Watched the BB show this morning, and I've got to say it's sad to see him leaving the community, stepping away from the show. Done a lot of good work, and it's disappointing that KIXEYE haven't responded. They asked him for the 3 months to improve the game, and already changed. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to start with. Stick some music on and get to the game. And I need to turn my headphones down. A bit loud. Just give me a second to speed this out a bit. Hopefully that's okay. I started second. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, so I started the FM about half an hour ago. Hadn't had time to do it before then. Done 285 so far, so just trying to hammer out the rest of it basically. I'm also trying something different with my how I do things. Not got my laptop running next to me. I have my new tablet running in front of me, which I'm hoping to use. Keep an eye on my chat. We'll see how that goes, and settings and everything's new, so the settings might all be awful at the moment. Please bear with me if they are. I'm just trying to get my Twitch dashboard up on my tablet. It'll be good to go, I think. Okay. Awesome. Apart from the fact that it says I'm offline, which hope I'm online. Going to be playing. So we will see. I've been playing a lot less Battle Pirates lately. Playing a lot less games in general, to be honest. Played a bit of Robot Apocalypse, but I'm kind of bored with that in the end. I've been slogging out res on it and got to the point where I just barely log in every day now. Got a lot of free gold sat on that account. So who knows? I might pick it up again at some. Castaway Gaming does seem like a much better company than KIXEYE. Every time so far that they've had any issues with pushing out updates and things, they've given players free gold, which is, you know, that's a really cool thing. Seems like my tablet doesn't want to do what I want it to. trying to push insane amounts of data. So this is a complete experiment. So also degrading the quality of my driving. Here we go. That up and on my laptop, my desktop. Hopefully this won't break things. That is ever so weird. It says I'm offline, but it's showing me stream. How weird. Very weird. I'm just waiting to get through the ad that's popped up where it is actually live. We'll crack on. Oh no, it's come back to life. Cool. Okay, right. That does now seem to recognise that I'm online. I had some issues getting actually getting connected to Twitch today. It's the first time I tried it, so, and I couldn't remember what I had to do from the last time I did it. I'm running 2 rhinos and 2 spotters in this combination. The Neptune has got much better siege deflection than the Heavy Cruiser. I did the first couple of 85s for about 15 minutes damage each. Previously I was running the Heavy Cruiser as the only spotter, and to be honest the damage wasn't that bad, but I'm basically not driving as cautiously as I used to. Not so worried about having to sit and leave the fleet to repair. I'm playing a lot less at the moment. So I can probably get through an entire run through with this fleet, and then I'll let it repair, and I'll come back and do a little bit more. So. The other thing I need to finish off are my alliance points, but I've got some part-built track carriers that I'm ranking, so I'll probably do it off of those. My camera's just. Let's try ship. Everything's badly as next. The downside with only running 2 rhinos is slightly slower kill. there is a bit of speed difference as well, and I'm still learning the new configuration of where I've got all my ships. The heavy cruiser is a reasonable amount quicker than the rest of the ships, and the Neptune is pretty much the Aegis might be slashed, and the Neptune is one of the slowest ships. So because I'm trying to do these in a hurry, I generally now just run the heavy cruiser up at the top towers. It's all its built-in defences plus the deflection. I think torp towers count as ships, so it's using the assault deflection. Does mean that it doesn't take massive amounts of damage. And what else has happened? I've been offline. We had the Christmas Fat, which I did. Spent nothing. Had quite a bit of fun with the 5 fleets of Tiger Sharks and won myself 50 gold and an Aegis skin. So I was pretty happy with that, to be honest. I'm not spending any more on this game. And at least until I see something positive coming out and it changes the need. But, getting 53 gold is basically going to be my raid gold. I've stopped coining my dock. If I get hit, I just don't play. I'm 90% sure I'm going to pull my guard unless I'm online. Now I've taken out the Grim Wrath from my guard because it takes forever to repair. And it didn't seem to be stopping carriers. I was just taking a lot of damage and then having to repair it. So I put my Prototype Hunter in there and taken out the Viper that I was running and put an old Mastodon in there just to give it some more firepower. And if I'm online and I can drive my guard, I can stop Drat carriers for about 45% damage, which is pretty sweet. If I'm not online, they chain and they wipe me out. So thinking about pulling my guard out and just saving myself some repairs. Then we've had the R&D added to the game. I can't remember if that happened before or after my break, and I've done a few of those, but it means I get hit guaranteed pretty much within a few hours of my bubble dropping. And that kind of sucks. I'm also desperately short of res. Where I've been playing less, Drat carriers are massively res heavy. Where the Drat carriers are massively res heavy, I got to the point after my base was hit last time that I had to use a gift box to be able to repair. So I'm docking between hits now, just because I need the res. Need the res really badly. Let's have a quick. Can I see where I am with my? Yep. So I'm researching number 5. Is map speed. Number 6, which is the next one, which is the 2% ship repair modifier. Now let's go out and hit number 4. So I want to launch my feet. both of those. Start sending the subs into cargoes to top up my alliance points a bit. Alliance is a bit disorganised at the moment. If you remember, I was the leader for a while, just kind of holding the position. I handed it off to one of the original founder members who decided she wanted to take control, which was cool because it wasn't a job I enjoyed. And seeing as I'm playing less now, so it didn't seem right. Earlier this week, she decided she was quitting the alliance and pretty much quitting VP, I think. Asked for suggestions on who should take over the leadership. Had a few, and she picked some random person who's been in the alliance, but not very long. And my opinion is he's not doing a great job. We had all the new additions to the Alliance features on Tuesday, and we have taken advantage of none of those. I think the additions are really cool. Having lieutenants will be good, and being able to assign people to different categories will be good. But at the moment, we've done none of that. Actually, over the Christmas break as well, I took a bit of a break from Alliance. I was playing less over Christmas anyway, and I jumped to one of my old friends and spent a week with him, and then spent a week in my old home sector, which was cool. It was nice and peaceful. And then linked back up earlier this week, maybe over the weekend it was. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do the raid where we are at the moment. One of my friends who's in our alliance, he goes off to help one of his friends, doesn't travel every raid, and I might go there. I think there's going to be quite a lot of competition for targets here. Before our last leader left, she kind of allied us up with another alliance who are very big, and I think they've been playing with them for a couple of weeks in other sectors. So there's a lot of high level players about, which means it's probably going to be harder to find targets. So, yeah, I'm thinking about going off where else for the raid. Very late. Don't know if this is going to break stream or not. Tweak. Setting. Drop the bandwidth down a little bit. I'm going to be taking another break from streaming in a few weeks. Unfortunately, work is going to keep me away from home basically for 3 to 4 weeks, which means I'm not sure what kind of internet connection I have, and I'll only have my laptop with me while I'm streaming stuff. I might put a few videos up on YouTube. Depends on my time availability, really. If there's anything worth putting a video up of, I guess. I'm really hoping that I get some 3-day build tokens out of this. Last week I got a 3 and a 1 as the bonus, so fine 8 days worth of ship build token. Building Drat carriers at the moment. Got the 3 hulls that I want to build. The last of those is going up to 10 UAVs at the moment. I thought I'd put more on there, but I hadn't put off. So 2 of them have got Speed System 5 and 10 of the new Drat UAVs on. The other one finishes tomorrow morning, I believe, so I'm probably not going to use a token on it. Then I will probably put the last 2 UAVs on and then start sticking specials. Sadly, I didn't have them available for VXP weekend. I had one done, did rank that, and I got it to 4 stars. I should have them already, assuming we get a VXP weekend. It wasn't as part of the January work in progress, so maybe we shouldn't assume we're going to get that every month. And basically, I've been doing a little bit of ranking, not a lot because I'm not playing like I used to. So the 2 that didn't benefit from VXP weekend are at about 15 and 20% rank, I think. Now difficult to rank with those. Originally I put my Harlox, Titan, and my Neptune and my Rhino counter with it. But then I got that fleet sniped, and between that, losing a fleet in a base which had 2 scatterguns in it, which perhaps I should look at ticking and see whether they've responded to that. Because I didn't think you could have 2 scattergun turrets in your base. But losing fleet to that and then getting my base hit, I ended up with about a day and a half's worth of repairs. I was sound. Which wasn't the problem because I just took a day and a half away from the game. So now I rank it with my Frosty as a flag. Frosty's got quite a lot of countermeasures on it as well, which is cool. And if I get sniped, I've got something with 90 thermal at least. And the UAVs hit underwater, so I'm going to, ultimately it'll be being run in the standard configuration that most people use. Grimwrath, Aegis and 3 Rat carriers. The Aegis is built, it just needs a few tweaks. It's the one that I used to run with my Crusaders. The Wrath I've got built from when I started building a Spaders DNX fleet. I'm going to refit that. Not sure how long those refits are going to take yet. I've built probably a long time. Halfway there. And some more risk. Now it's going to open up which computer. Doesn't seem to be doing a great job at it, to be honest. Yes, in future I'll have my laptop running with me. Oh, that. The cookies. Yes, right. Hold on, let me get back. Okay. Right. Actually thinking now that I'm going to lose the tune. Put in the other rhino. Go a little bit. Meant for crew on tonight. You see my uranium's really low as well. Again, lack of time playing the game means I've not been hitting armadas because I couldn't be bothered. Basically, I have tried the new 60, and I think I tried the new 40 maybe. Take a little bit more damage in 60, and to be honest I would hit some lives once. Get some. Switch my retros around. I started retroing the Grim Wrath, but I didn't have the res available to do it when R1 finished, so I've been doing alloy armors again. I hadn't realised I hadn't got them to R15 basically. Started doing that with those again. And now we go into quick mode. See how many we can get done before it's had it. Pretty much anything I'm not going to try and drive into now are the rockets. Just using the built-in deflection abilities of the heavy cruiser basically to soak up the damage. One thing I have done this time after rebooting my computer yet again or reinstalling Windows is I have cloned the drive so that if I lose it again I don't have to go through all this. Put in a new 2TB hybrid disk so it's got a small amount of solid state memory and a lot more storage than I used to have. So I've partitioned the disk and a mirror of everything I've got installed up until a couple of days ago. So that, like I say, if this happens again, I can just reinstate it from that. Trying to run the Twitch app on my phone instead of streaming it through Puffin. Be less data hungry. Cool. Put that on there. And using this method, I found I could kill an 85 in about 6 minutes. Which is not cool, you know. Ultimately, at the moment, I probably, I don't know. It keeps kind of sucking me back in. Not getting ship built tokens is an issue when they're offered. Otherwise, ultimately, I'm going to end up without any fleets that are reasonably current. So, hey, the Saint, I'm good. Just wittering on about stuff while doing the FM. You have a good Christmas break? Again, get some res. It's kind of weird seeing having a Twitch app open means I've got my see what I did a few seconds ago. Oh, I only started this morning. There's one scene behind my base. Oh, yeah, that's 85. There's an 85. Guess that's what happens when you hit 5 in a row. You clear the area a bit. Three more to get. Now, that's the risk of having two fleets running on the map. And depending on how much damage I get, I'll probably get myself through tomorrow. Yeah, in fact it will be tomorrow because I can't stack up the build tokens. I need to let the ship run. I've got to run until tomorrow morning. Just try something a little different and not have everything firing at me at once. I should focus the fire on the heavy cruiser. So a week until the next raid. Be interested by the idea of a new ballistic hull, but it'll be a while before I finish the Drat carrier fleet. Unless I don't bother arming it. I was starting to build it really as an idea of having a fleet that would auto these. However, I've heard all sorts of issues with them not autoing properly and not driving up to targets on auto. And if I did that, maybe they wouldn't need that much armour. As I've got an Aegis that I could run with them, and I thought about refitting Rhino countermeasures that I've got, putting a deluge missile on it so that it's behind the Drat carriers, same Aegis, and the Aegis is going to be loaded up with anti. Rhino's got a mixture of lots of anti-missiles and just not have to bother doing this anymore. Even being able to do it at 5 minutes. 8 of them's what, 40 minutes? Without, docking at ships and stuff. So you're probably talking an hour and a bit to do a run through, going as quickly as I possibly can. And then probably an overnight repair and then repeat it tomorrow. Oops. Don't drive into the rockets. Where are my fucking ships going? The downside of using this combination is there aren't enough anti-mortar to sit still, really. The heavy cruiser's got 4 Gale 2s on it, which doesn't match the performance of 5 Gale 1s. There's no countermeasure system on there, I guess, which will make a difference. I had to use the extra special slot for thrusters to make this thing turn. This is a combination that works really nicely in the raid as well. Again, the deflection of the heavy cruiser really helped cut down on the damage that I was taking. Getting a bit laggy there. Come on, kill the top tower. Yeah. I'll let you get caught on that one. Two more to go. Where are my subs? Do that one. So yeah, talking about the Christmas FM, so I really enjoyed it. I liked the fact that I didn't have to play lots of it to get a prize. I started probably 36 hours before the tournament ended. I got into the group that filled up and I got third place pretty easily, just driving subs. And I know lots of people miss uranium damage protection, but I would have had to fight a lot more battles, play a lot longer if we still had uranium damage protection. And it would have made it a chore. I really enjoyed the fact it was good fun. It was really interesting driving a new subfleet, working out how to kill people's fleets if they did have decent thermal. It did actually make me think that I would quite like to build a fleet of Tiger Sharks. I didn't pick up the Phantom in the raid. Kind of regret that maybe, but I'd got to the point where I was too bored with the raid to get enough to do get the Phantom Tiger Shark. So I didn't. I'm about to say it seems very quite attractive. I'm not sure this is the best place to sit, but hey. You can see a couple of the ships down from the outside have got stuck inside the base. Got that SCX and E2H, which has almost got itself free. Lots of stuff here, so park up and kill it for a bit. again all the rocket turret before I rush in. The rocket. Yeah. No, there's a thought. I wonder if Price is still going to do his start of raid stream or not. Or whether he's. I know he's clearly stepped away from the show. Well, I can't remember. Or maybe it wasn't clear as whether he would stop streaming BP or not. It's going to be a big loss again to the community if he's not doing that. I can understand if he doesn't. He's clearly committed a lot of his own time to the game and to the community. And whilst the community have appreciated it, KickSight haven't responded even after they specifically asked him to give them a bit longer, so maybe he won't be doing that, which makes me wonder if I should try and keep myself in alpha. I doubt I would be able to stream from the start because it's a very bad time for me in the day with work commitments. But maybe I could do a stream slightly later on. And this is getting really laggy. A refresh after. Just do a quick refresh. Okay, hopefully that oil will resolve the problem. That and kill last one. That ship's got 16, about 16 and a half hours left. Which 5 o'clock in the morning here. So basically, when I get up tomorrow morning, I'll start the next bit of the build, and I'll have as many days of ship build tokens I've got to knock stuff off straight away. And what I'm going to do is take the lowest ranked ship that I've got and use the tokens to get the last of the weapons and specials on that, and hope that it will rank up quicker. And if I get those on with tokens, then do the same with the second lowest one. And then the higher ranked one I'll just put in to do normal slow speed. That will hopefully get me so that I've got all the weapons and specials on those. And then I'll probably concentrate on ranking them while I refit the Grim, the Aegis, and probably the Rhino, and blow the Rhino down. And then look at what armour I want to put on track carriers. The other ship I've got that might be useful with those carriers because they're a little bit slow is the Monarch that I built, the Wake Module Monarch, which I used it with in the 85 Reaver target so that it could stay ahead of the Hellhound. The problem I had with it is that at the time it only had Speed System 5 and 4 of the UAVs, and those Hellhounds seem to have a lot of antis on them. It meant that at most 1 or 2 were getting through, so I really wasn't picking up a lot of EXP. I did put a couple of rhinos with them just so they could kill them a bit quicker, but they had anti-mortar, so they weren't being distracted by the missiles. If we have another EXP weekend, I'm hoping they will be much more effective. Equally, they should be pretty good enough if I use them with the Wake Module ship. If not, it's going to be lots of cargoes, and it is a lot of cargoes. Got quite a few salty dogs. So might be an option. I could also stick the Frosty with them and stick them in the arena, I guess. I don't know how busy the Forsaken Arena is these days. I've not tried it in a long time. That's another option. Ooh, that hurt. Like I said, there's not quite enough anti-mortar protection. Should be okay now. I've killed a couple of them. So once I finish this 85, I am going to be switching off. Real world stuff done. Getting some exercise done. Getting back into that quite a bit. Part of the reason that I'm getting back into exercise, apart from the fact that I enjoy it and it's good for you, is the work trip that I was talking about is sending me to California. I want to look better than I do at the moment. Yeah, hit the gym hard over the Christmas break. Didn't have a whole lot on and had a couple of weeks of work. Getting a nice kickstart on that. Apart from the couple of days we had with family, and New Year's Eve didn't really overindulge at all. Following something that I used in the past, which is the warrior diet, mixed with paleo. Warriors may know nothing about this sort of stuff, but for a few minutes. Basically, the warrior diet, the way I implement it, which worked really well for me in the past, is I fast all day. During the day, I have a couple of cups of coffee, have a lot of water. Then when the evening rolls around, I eat a lot. For example, last night I had 1.5 pounds of lamb ribs and then 1 pound of salmon. And some veggies, and that was what I had for the day. Slowly your body adjusts to not eating during the day. You don't really need to. And actually I find it helps keep my mind clearer. I don't get quite so much of an afternoon slump, particularly at work. So, now work is not quite so mental as it was before Christmas. Feeling generally more rested anyway. Not doing those 14-hour days every day. Let's see what bonus I got. Wow, got a 3-day ship build token. Awesome. So that's 5 days worth stacked up. And that's got 5 hours repair, that's got 7 hours. I might let my guard go a bit longer. Yeah. I'm going to put this fleet on to repair. And my guard can repair overnight. I'm also going to reset my FM because so many times, although I'm not starting, I've got fleet in battle. So many times I have forgotten and done an 85 and realised that it's just taken me way over where I was. This is what my Drak carriers look like at the moment. That's the highest rank one. Last one is in the shipyard at the moment. I will probably use my 5 days worth of tokens to get the 2 UAV specials on, which are a couple of days each. And maybe do that on 2 of the ships if I can get aim from the next time. I'm pretty pleased with getting the 3-day token. I got 1 last week as well. The telling thing will be whether I get 1 on the next run through. I said I reset it now because I know I can easily get it done in the next 3 days, and wasting an 85 kind of annoys me. And I've done it a lot, like 2 or 3 weeks in a row. So yeah, that's me for now. Thanks for stopping by the Saint. It's nice to have someone watching, joining in a little. You'll notice I've got new graphics. I lost all the old ones. So I don't know whether I like these more or not. So If you're watching on YouTube, head on over to Twitch and follow me and switch on your notifications and join in live, and the link to my YouTube channel is there. Eventually I will get a nicer link, hopefully, once I've got more followers and stuff. So, catch you all later.